Hello, I think I'm live, so I'm just going to refresh my page and check because I tried a minute ago and I wasn't live, so I'm still not sure if I'm live now. Oh, looks like I am. So hi, Michelle here, great to see you. Today I'd like to talk to you about pure peace and stillness, and the reason is that it's just had such an amazing effect on me and my life recently. I've been working with it for a few months, and those of you who've been following my work and my videos will know that I've been including more peace and stillness in the work that I'm doing. And I usually start off filling with pure peace and stillness, so I'm going to do that now. So we'll fill with some pure peace and stillness, and then I'll talk a little bit more about it and why I feel it's so amazing. So let's just take a few deep breaths, really fill with peace and stillness, and release all the anxiety, mind chatter, everything we don't want. So filling and flowing our minds with pure peace and pure stillness. Feeling the peace, feeling the stillness. And as we do this more and more, and we start to build up an amount of peace and stillness in us, and it really starts to fill our minds, what happens is we reduce the mind chatter, and the more and more we do it, we reduce the mind chatter until the mind chatter goes, and then we have peace and stillness in our minds. And that's what I've been experiencing for the last few days, and it just feels amazing, really amazing. To just have no mind chatter, for your mind to be still and silent, and I thought anyway that being in peace and stillness would be a very calm and peaceful feeling, but it's actually quite alive and energizing feeling, because what is happening is all the energy that we would be using to deal with and process all that mind chatter that is going on for all of us all of the time. When we're not using that energy on the mind chatter, it's not there. We don't have to listen to it. We don't have to decide what we're going to listen to, what we're not going to listen to, what we're going to do with the information. It's just not there. So we have the energy that we would be using to use for other things, and we don't have the confusion. We just have a clear mind, and it just feels like amazing. And I can't really fully describe it, except to say that it's really freeing. You just have this feeling that you have more choice. You have more time to choose and do what you like, because you're not feeling bombarded in the mind with all this negative talk that is going on. And I think, even the most positive people will have this talk going on in the background for some of the time for some issues, putting doubts and fears in our minds. The other thing I found about working with pure stillness is that it's a very, very powerful energy, because it's bringing our mind to a place of nothing almost. When you're feeling that stillness in your mind, it's like there's nothing there. And that's not to say that there's nothing as in no information, but nothing as in no resistance, no interference, no sabotage, no chatter, no noise, just nothing, space, empty space. And in that empty space, we have time to choose what we want to do, and just more time and space to think and feel and decide. And it allows us to connect to our feelings, our heart energy, our soul energy, and to be clearer about what we're feeling through our heart and our soul, to stay in alignment with our divine mission and what's going on in our divine mission. And so because I've been interrupted. Okay, we're back. Because this energy, to me, it's so powerful, so important. It also makes all other energy work that you do more powerful and easier. It clears the energies out much quicker and easier then it's amazing energy to work with. And I've been sharing it with people who are working in my membership group, and they're really loving it as well. So I said that I was going to do an audio for filling with and floating into pure peace and stillness before I went on holiday. Well, to do it after I came back on holiday. So, we came back at the weekend, and I recorded the audio yesterday and was editing it. And I've been listening to it, and I had it in a playlist overnight. And I just, woke up feeling clear and happy, and just like really excited, and just feeling the potential in this for me and my life, and clearing everything that I want to clear in my own life, but for the people I'm working with and helping, and global issues as well. It just like energy just is shooting out when I'm using this pure stillness. So it's just incredible, amazing. I really love it, and I wanted to really share this information with you, how amazing it is. And I'll post a link for the new audio that I've got. It's just beautiful audio to listen to. It's multi-layered. So you have the main track, which I'm saying. So I'll be saying like filling your mind with pure peace and pure stillness, feeling the pure peace, feeling the stillness, feeling pure peace, pure light and pure stillness flow through your mind, floating into realms of pure peace and pure stillness, floating, floating, floating. So that's what I'm doing and saying on the audio, and I go through like your mind, sinuses, third eye, throat, communication, expression, heart, soul, spirit, emotions, human body, energy field, past lives, the whole of your being, and the whole of your I am energy. So it's going through all of your energy to make sure that everywhere is filled with this pure peace and stillness, and floated into the realms of pure peace and pure stillness. And as you're listening to it, you can really feel yourself feel calmer, more peaceful, like floating, lighter, freer. And as well as me saying that on the main track, then you have certain words that I'll put on echo, and they echo through your left and right headphones, and that again gives it more power and just makes it more interesting to listen to as well, more peaceful as you hear pure stillness, pure stillness, pure stillness, and floating, floating, floating with a gentle echo, and that's really nice. And then there's the backing tracks to make sure that all the energies do clear away. And I've also put some filling with pure love on there as a backing track as well, because we all need more love. They say love makes the world go round. So love is another amazing, powerful energy that really helps us to feel in a much higher vibration and feel happier. And what I'm really feeling, and what the angels are telling me, is the more that we move into this vibration and this realm of pure stillness, it's actually a very, very high realm and an energy and vibration, then the closer we are to being in divine flow and to being able to create and being in divine creation, pure being. And we're moving away from all the blocks and barriers, especially from the mind, that are stopping us, because so much of what's stopping us from creating and living and our dreams and desires comes from these mind programs and mind control. We're all controlled from like birth onwards. Our parents give us their ideals and views, and society and schools and companies, religions, everybody's telling us what we should believe and how we should live our lives. And the majority of it is not right at all. It's not true. It's just beliefs that have been passed on. And we know from Chinese whispers that whatever starts at one end of a circle is completely distorted by the time it's been whispered all the way around the circle. And beliefs have been distorted. Some weren't even correct and true at the start, and some might have been, but they've got distorted. So we're all living with these distorted and twisted beliefs and views, and all this mind chatter that is going on. You know, and even people, and I say even, maybe even especially people who are really rich, you know, quite a lot of people who don't have enough money, you know, they want to be rich because they think if they had the opposite to what they have, then they will be happy. And you look at a lot of the very famous people who have been very, very rich, and, you know, they've been hooked on drugs and addictions and, you know, eating disorders, and they are no happier with all that money than people are without money. So, you know, the answer is not money. Materialism is pushed at us through advertising. We're told if we're richer, we have more material objects, a better car, you know, a bigger house, etc., go on more holidays, that we're going to be happier. And, you know, that's not true, because all the people who have those aren't necessarily happy. So it's the inner peace and the inner stillness that really makes us happy. And this is actually what has really surprised me about reaching the realm of pure stillness and feeling this pure stillness, is that I actually feel happy. You know, I feel peaceful and happy for no reason. And that's like quite foreign for me, because, you know, all the times I've been happy in the past, it's been because I've done something, I've achieved something. You know, when I was a teenager, I did a lot of sport, and, you know, achieving made me happy. So it was setting a goal and achieving the next goal. You know, and it was based in trying to prove to yourself and to others that you were good enough to be loved and to be seen and heard and be respected. And when you feel this peace and stillness, it's like you're just happy. You're just happy feeling what you're feeling. It's the pure and divine energies are flowing to you, and you're floating above the mind chatter. You're floating above the noise of the world. You know, the politics, everything that is going on. Yes, I'm a very kind, caring, empathic person, and, you know, and my mission is to do as much as I can to raise the vibration of the world and change the world. But quite often when we're doing that, and we're following the news and we're helping people, we can get dragged down into the lower energies. And when I'm feeling this peace and this stillness, I can watch videos and do the energy work and stay in high vibration. So it's much better, because I'm sending the energies down. I can do the channeling, I can use my third eye, and I'm feeling good whilst I'm doing it. I'm not getting dragged down. And we all know that we need to be in a high vibration in order to help other people. And all the time we get dragged down, then we have to lift ourselves back up before we're in high enough vibration to help other people. Hi Susie, I've just seen your comment. Thank you, love you too. So yes, if anybody has any questions, then do post your questions below whilst I'm still online, or you can post them and I'll answer them later when I'm offline. But this energy is amazing. I cannot emphasize how amazing it is, how much I really am enjoying working with it and feeling it. And it's just once you're feeling it and you're flowing it, it's just so simple, just to say, filling my mind with pure stillness, feeling peace, feeling stillness. And it just has a calming effect on your mind, which calms like the whole of your heartbeat and your metabolism in a mental way, which then frees up all that mental energy to give you more physical, emotional energy to do what you like. So it's amazing. That's all I can say. It's amazing. So I'll post a link for the audio. It's on offer for February. I rarely rave about things, because I don't want people to feel disappointed or let down, but I'm raving about this because it just feels so amazing. I've been working quite intensely with energy for 4 years now, and the whole time I've been working, releasing and disconnecting from dark energies for myself. The more I was seen and heard, the more I got attacked. So it became harder and more intense to keep on top of it, to keep releasing and disconnecting at a faster rate than what I was being attacked. And the majority of the people that come to me for help are also being attacked, so that means I'm connecting to the energies that are attacking them as well. So it's been quite an intense process to do the energy work that I do, which is mainly releasing, disconnecting people from dark energies and entities and being attacked. And the whole time I've been thinking that there must be an easier way. This is so hard. This is such hard work. A light, is more powerful than dark. So why is this such hard work? And I just feel like this peace and stillness is like an answer to my prayers, my intentions, and this is just making everything so much easier. So I am delighted with it, and I can see that I've got some more comments now, so I'm going to read those. Hi Jara, she goes, this peace and stillness is wonderful, Michelle. Yeah, it is. It's amazing. I just love it. As I go into the stillness, I feel I go deep into my heart. It's very calming. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Yeah, I mean, it does. It calms our minds and frees us and allows us to go into our heart and soul and to feel and to be happy for no reason, which is amazing. Susie again, this is exactly what we all need. It is. The whole world needs it. And I've actually started using it on global energy work as well, the energy work that I do. And like the energies are just like shooting out. It's like, wow, this is amazing. It's incredible. So I'm so excited about, what's going to follow from doing this. She also says, thank you for all the wonderful things you're doing for us in the world. Oh, you're welcome, Susie. It needs doing, and I'm so pleased that I can do what I can do to help everyone, help myself, just shift us all into happier, better places. And hi Caroline, yes, it's wonderful to be so still and silent. I love it. Yeah, me too. It's amazing. So I recommend that everybody gets this audio and gives it a go, because the benefits from quietening the mind chatter, from feeling calm in your mind, are enormous. We know that physical, emotional stress causes most physical. Hi Mandy, great you made it live. That stress causes most physical illnesses in our bodies, and stress is coming from mind chatter, and it wasn't planned. Yeah, well, it's kind of random when I'm live as well. It's taken me about 10-15 minutes to get set up today, because I just wasn't quite doing it right. So and yeah, it's just when we can be still, calm the mind, be free in our minds. I mean, I have another audio out, well, I have lots of audios out, but another audio out that is just so important is the disconnecting from mind control, because so much attacking and sabotage is coming through the mind and the mind energy. The fears, the doubts, the paranoia, it gets amplified, and it goes round and round in our mind, and we can't get out of it. So the more we can come out of that energy, the easier it is to go into our hearts and souls, and to follow our intuition, to feel it, and to be and do who we are and what we want to do. So that's really what I wanted to say. If you've got any questions or anything, then do post, and I'll just do a bit more filling with pure peace and stillness. If anybody wants me to send pure peace and stillness to any particular global issue, then we can do that as well whilst we're on the line. So let's start with our minds. So filling our minds with pure peace. Feeling the pure peace. Floating into realms of pure stillness. Feeling the stillness. Feeling the lightness of feeling the stillness. Feeling the tranquility and kind of like a silent joy and celebration of connecting well, we've always been connected, but feeling the connection of where we were, of who we are. We kind of like really lost that feeling of being connected. So, the more we feel the peace and the stillness, the more we're feeling our pure connection, and it feels like connecting to home. It feels really really exciting, and sometimes it's like happy, joyous, and sometimes it kind of hits you in the stomach, and it's kind of emotional. It's like, wow, that's feeling home again. That's being back to the connection where we were before all of this crazy, dark and evil came in and started to attack and sabotage everything that we were doing. So yes, filling our minds with pure peace and pure stillness, and flowing the pure stillness to our hearts, flowing pure stillness to our souls. You can see that there's energies releasing as my head shakes. That's energies that are kind of like just being kicked out as the stillness comes in. It's like the energy is being repelled, because opposites repel. So as we fill with stillness, anything that doesn't want to be in that pure high vibration of stillness is going to shift out. And this is the huge power of the pure stillness, is that the feeling is that the energies are running away from it. I've done huge amounts of very intense shifting of dark energies and demons and satanic energy, and a lot of it has felt like a fight. You're really fighting to get the energies to leave and go, and using this pure stillness, it's like they're like, whoa, don't want any of that, and they're gone, and I'm like, whoa, this is brilliant, I love it. So it's such a powerful energy. It's just amazing. So I'm saying amazing a lot. I'm just stuck on amazing. It's amazing. There's another comment from Susie. She goes, please send to what is going on in the US with the greedy entities who are perpetuating the pipelining, fracking and all activities that get them the money and ruining our environment, trying to remove our EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, and saying global warming is not real, and to open all of these people's minds to the truth and to not wanting to know what is right now. Indeed, yes, sending pure peace and pure stillness to all that is going on in America now. Pure peace and pure stillness. Floating America into pure peace and pure stillness. Floating all issues to do with the environment into pure peace and pure stillness. Or polluting of our planet into pure peace and pure stillness. Or politics and governments into pure peace and pure stillness. And at this point, I just feel like I have to say that the Federal Reserve, I watched this film, I can't remember what it was called. It's something about America and fascism, and it was made by a very well-known filmmaker, obviously, and I can't remember, but it's on my timeline somewhere. And he was saying that the Federal Reserve is not owned by the government, and not being American, I don't know what American people think, but from watching the film, he was saying that the impression was that Americans think that the Federal Reserve is owned by the government, and the truth is that it's not owned by the government. It's owned by private bankers, and it's actually in debt. So the Federal Reserve is in debt. And this is a reason for all the poverty issues, is because the elite are taking money from normal everyday people to make themselves richer and richer and richer, when obviously they don't need to even get that much richer, but their whole intention is to destroy everybody. And I know a lot of people can't comprehend that, because kind, caring souls cannot comprehend that somebody would have an intention just to kill and destroy with no empathy and no compassion. But the truth is that these beings, they are not human beings with human souls. They are devoid of empathy and compassion because they are not 100% human. They're not 100% pure souls. They are, I don't know what they are, but they're from, like, some kind of alien off different planets and what have you. That's not the research and the work that I do. So, I get that information from other people. And I channel the energies, and I do what I can to raise people's vibration and clear the blocks. But the information is that the people who are running the world through banking and politics and court systems and everything, they are not pure, kind, caring human souls. They have no empathy. They don't care. Their intention is to destroy. And that's the biggest awakening that people need to take on board, is that these people do not care. They do not have empathy. And when people are let's pray for them, let's do this, let's do that, it's like that's really not going to work. We need to be aware that that's how they are, and then we need to use our energy to send love and light and pure stillness to all of the issues and to everybody else. So like if all of the police and the military were to awaken and to know this is the case, and to know that they're being sold a lie, fighting for their country. They're not. They're fighting for private bankers. If they knew that, would they do it? Would they enroll? Of course they wouldn't. A lot of military, they go overseas and they find that they're killing innocent women and children and families who are just innocent people who are just living in a country that the bankers decide they want to bomb and destroy so they can earn more money. And they come back and they're totally disillusioned. They're suffering from PTSD because it's just totally not what they were expecting or thinking. I know somebody who was in the British Army, and he's told me stories about what it's like, and they feel they were sold a lie. They were lied to. It's not honor for your country at all. The whole thing is a big lie. And so if all of these people knew this, and people stopped signing up and stopped going fighting these wars that have got nothing to do with religion, have got nothing to do with security and protecting the company, it's totally to do with making more money for the bankers and the oil companies, then huge change would happen. If everybody was aware of what was going on, then everybody would close their bank accounts with these big banks. They say, no, I'm not giving you my money. If you look at a chart of all the different companies that come under the umbrella of all of these banks, and people would say, I'm not spending my money with you. I'm going to go down to a local shop, and I'm not going to give you my money. And so many of the products that we probably all buy come from these big companies, these big bankers. And if it's advertised on TV, you can almost guarantee that it's come from the big bankers, because the small companies can't get on TV or can't afford the huge advertising rates to get on the TV. So if it's a big name, then it's probably coming from very corrupt money. So if everybody was aware of how they were spending their money, that would make a big change. Sending love and light and pure stillness to the world every day, that makes a big change. So there's so many things we can do that can make a big change to the world, and the more we do it and the more people who do it, it's increasing the power, it's creating a snowball effect, and the world is going to become dominant with pure love, light, peace and stillness, and these alien entities will not be able to survive and exist on Earth. So Susie saying she watched that link, eye-opening. Yeah, it was very eye-opening. Mandy saying, please can we send to the dark programming involved in animal cruelty? Yes, indeed. So flowing pure stillness to all animal cruelty, and floating all those committing animal cruelty into realms of pure peace and pure stillness. And also for all child abuse and paedophilia. I mean, that's coming to light more and more, and it's so wrong that this is going on. It's so wrong that it's been swept under the carpet and people haven't wanted to talk about it and discuss it, because these poor children, they are just like suffering so much, and it needs to be brought to light. And these people need to be brought to justice, and all of this needs to stop. So sending pure peace and stillness to all paedophilia and child rape and child abuse. Floating all paedophilia, child rape and child abuse into realms of pure peace and pure stillness. And as you can see, what is happening is what I'm doing is I'm saying all the energies that are causing paedophilia, rape, child abuse, I'm asking them to rise up to be into a very high vibration of pure stillness. And these vibrations, they cannot be in that higher vibration. So as I'm calling them up, they're like, no, we can't go there. It's the law of attraction, where opposites are being repelled. So when you see my head shake, that's where I've like called it up, and it's reached a point of the repelling, and that's the repelling going on. So I'm just reading Susie's comment: peace and stillness to all of those child victims and humanity trafficking victims as well. Yes, to everywhere children and people, all people are being used in human trafficking, and everywhere people are being used as slaves and just being treated with disrespect, filling and floating into the realms of pure peace and pure stillness. I'm just seeing another one from Susie here. Seem to skip that one. There's also another link I posted on my Facebook wall that is A21 or something, I cannot recall right now. And it was brought to United Nations like 20 years ago, and it's a plan to wipe out the separatist population, food source, and it mentions allowing Monsanto to take over to ruin our food source and make it toxic and ruin our earth, and chemtrails and the rest we have heard about. Yes, polluting water, polluting everything. Water, food, air. Why the United Nations have agreed on this plan, clearly this is pure evil, well, total evil, because pure and evil are opposites, but yes, totally evil. I do not understand why these people who are going along with this think they will live, breathe, eat and drink. Well, yeah, it's kind of a mystery. They have got underground bunkers that are like 5-star hotels, so I guess they think they're going to go underground and carry on living amazing life underground until everything has cleared over. I don't know, but our role is to ensure that this doesn't happen, that we use our awareness and our power to stop this from happening. And when you start to release the energies, like the mind programming and what have you, and how much is there is just quite so incredible. It's so unbelievable. There's layers and layers and layers, and it's all kind of intertwined, and just takes so much energy to release and remove it all. It just shows you how powerful we are, that there is this much energy webs, weavings, matrices, grids around us to stop us feeling and being in our full, pure and divine power. So, when we realize how powerful we are, it's not actually going to take that much when people have freed themselves from this to clear everything that is going on. Yes, they are very sneaky, Mandy, incredibly. So, when we really start to be aware and to clear our energy, and when a few people really start to be in this really pure high vibration of pure peace and pure stillness and start sending this energy out to the world, it's not actually going to take that long to shift and change the vibration of the world, and to start to really bring in divine miracles and see amazing things happen. And and amazing things are starting to happen, because I read a post on Facebook the other day where a judge had dismissed the case of three water protectors at Standing Rock who were arrested, saying that they were wrongly arrested. The way the police arrested them was wrong, so the cases were dismissed. So justice is starting to happen. I've been doing calls for Standing Rock and asking for justice to happen, and sometimes it feels like nothing is happening when we're doing the energy work. And I've shared the calls, and other people were on the calls and doing the energy work with me, and now we can see that actually this is starting to happen. And it can take, you know, a few months before we see the effects of what we're doing. And a lot of people get discouraged and think, oh, it's not working, so I'll stop doing it. But, you know, the more people know it's working, believe it's working, keep doing it every day, the more power this energy work is going to have, and the quicker we are going to bring love, light, truth, and justice to the world. And people are going to feel the stillness. People are going to feel happy and excited about the changes that are going to come. Because one of the big problems is, you know, everybody's kind of in fear, you know about what Trump is doing and all the different things that's happening, and it's lowering the vibration of the world. So we need to, you know, be in pure peace and stillness above what is going on in physical terms, and just floating above it all, so that we can keep doing the energy work, keep lifting other people, keep spreading the awareness. Before you know it, you know, huge change, you know, will have happened. It is happening. As I say, it's usually under the surface. You know, energy work is invisible for a long time before it becomes visible, and then when it becomes visible, then we know it's working, and we can start to see, you know, some of these things happening now. I posted on my timeline about, you know, paedophilia charges being brought against Edward Heath, a former Prime Minister, British Prime Minister. And, you know, I've read, I can't remember which country it was in, but it was another European country where they were prosecuting well-known people for paedophilia. There was also something going on in Australia where they broke some kind of paedophilia ring, and they were arresting people. So, you know, it's not going to be that long before all of this suddenly is like, wow, it's all happening. And, you know, the more we send the energy work to it, the quicker we'll see the effects. So thank you all for listening, and I'll post the link for my new audio, Floating into Realms of Pure Stillness, which is amazing. It's actually on my timeline, but I'll post the link. I'll add it to the video as well, so you can check it out. And do share with me what you think of the video, the audio, when you've heard it, because I love to hear your feedback. And if you've got any comments about the video, then do post below and I'll answer them soon. So thanks a lot, and bye for now.